Hello, future comedy fans! Have you ever seen someone on a stage all by themselves with just a microphone? This person tells funny stories and jokes. They make the whole room laugh out loud. This amazing and fun thing is called stand-up comedy. It is a special kind of show where one person's job is to make everyone happy. The comedian stands up in front of an audience. They talk about life, funny situations, and silly thoughts. It is a live performance, which makes it super exciting. Every single show is a brand new adventure filled with surprises and laughter. The main goal of a stand-up comedian is simple. They want to connect with you through humor. They share their own funny experiences from their life. Maybe they talk about a silly thing their dog did, or perhaps they talk about the strange food they ate for breakfast. They look at the world in a unique and funny way. They see the humor in everyday things that we might not notice. This fresh perspective is what makes their stories so entertaining. It's like they have special glasses that help them see the funny side of everything, and they want to share that view with all of us. Stand-up comedy is a wonderful form of art. It is all about words, timing, and making people feel good. The comedian is both the writer and the performer of their own material. They create their jokes from scratch, thinking about what will make people smile. They practice their delivery and their facial expressions. They learn how to pause at just the right moment to make a punchline even funnier. It is a craft that takes a lot of hard work, but the result is pure joy for everyone in the audience. Watching a comedian perform is like listening to a great storyteller who is also your funniest friend. Imagine a room filled with people from all different places. They might not know each other at all. But when the comedian tells a great joke, everyone laughs together. In that moment, they are all connected. They are sharing a happy experience. This shared laughter is a powerful thing. It breaks down barriers and makes us feel like we are part of a big, happy family. Stand-up comedy has this magical ability to unite people. It reminds us that no matter who we are, we all love a good laugh and a fun time. It's a celebration of being human and finding the joy in life. Stand-up comedy is so much fun because it is all about laughter. And who doesn't love to laugh? Laughing feels amazing. It makes your whole body feel light and happy. When a comedian tells a really good joke, you can't help but smile, giggle, or even laugh until your tummy hurts. This feeling is wonderful and very healthy for us. Scientists say that laughing is good for your heart and can even make you feel less stressed. It's like a mini vacation for your brain. You forget about your worries for a little while and just enjoy the moment of pure, simple fun. This type of comedy is also very popular because it is so relatable. Comedians often talk about things we all experience in our daily lives. They might tell a story about trying to assemble furniture with confusing instructions. Or they might talk about the funny things kids say. These are situations that many of us have been in before. When we hear a comedian describe a familiar problem in a funny way, we think, "That's so true. That happened to me too." This connection makes the jokes even funnier. We feel understood, and we see the humor in our own lives, which is a fantastic feeling. Another reason stand-up is so loved is because it is live and unpredictable. Unlike a movie you can watch over and over, every live comedy show is a unique event. The comedian might talk to people in the audience. They might make up a new joke right there on the spot. This spontaneous energy makes the show incredibly exciting. You never know exactly what will happen next. This element of surprise keeps everyone engaged and on the edge of their seats, waiting for the next big laugh. It's a one-of-a-kind experience that you can only get by being there in the room. Finally, we love stand-up comedy because it lets us see the world through someone else's funny eyes. A great comedian is a fantastic observer. They notice the small, silly details of life that most of us miss. They can take a simple trip to the grocery store and turn it into an epic, hilarious adventure story. Listening to them is like putting on a new pair of glasses that makes the whole world look more colorful and amusing. It encourages us to find more humor in our own day-to-day activities long after the show has ended. This new perspective is a wonderful gift. A stand-up comedy show has a basic structure that helps make the night fun and exciting for everyone. It usually starts with a host, also known as an MC or master of ceremonies. The host's job is to welcome the audience and get everyone warmed up. They are like the party starter. The host will tell a few of their own jokes, introduce the other comedians, and keep the energy high between acts. They make sure the show runs smoothly and that the audience is comfortable and ready to have a great time. A good host is friendly, energetic, and sets a positive tone for the whole evening. After the host gets the party started, they will introduce the opening acts. These are often newer comedians who are building their skills. They get to perform for a shorter amount of time, maybe about 10 to 15 minutes each. This is a very important part of the show. It gives the audience a chance to hear different styles of comedy. One opener might tell quick one-liner jokes. Another might tell a longer, funny story. It's like having appetizers before the main course. It prepares your funny bone for the main event and introduces you to new and exciting comedy voices. Next up is the feature act, who is also called the middle act. This comedian has more experience than the openers. They get a longer set, usually around 20 to 30 minutes. Their job is to build on the energy created by the openers and get the audience really laughing hard. The feature act has had more time to perfect their jokes and stories. They have a strong, polished performance that takes the show to the next level. They are a bridge between the beginning of the show and the main event, making sure the laughter keeps growing and growing throughout the night. Finally, the moment everyone has been waiting for arrives. The host comes back on stage to introduce the main performer, the headliner. This is usually the most famous and experienced comedian of the night. The headliner performs for the longest time, often for an hour or even more. They present their best, most hilarious material. This is the grand finale of the comedy feast. By the time the headliner takes the stage, the audience is fully warmed up and ready for non-stop laughter. The headliner's performance is the peak of the show, leaving everyone feeling happy and satisfied. So, how do comedians create their brilliant jokes? It all starts with an idea. This idea can come from anywhere. A comedian might be at the park and see a squirrel trying to steal a whole pizza. That's a funny image. They write this idea down in a notebook. Later, they think about it. Why was it funny? What could make it even funnier? They might exaggerate the story, imagining the squirrel fighting a pigeon for the last slice of pepperoni. They play with words and ideas until they have a short, funny story or a clever one-liner joke. It's like being a detective for funny things. Once they have a basic joke, the real work begins. A comedian will practice telling the joke over and over. They try telling it in different ways. They might change a word here or add a pause there. The way a joke is told is just as important as the words themselves. This is called timing. A perfectly timed pause can make a good joke a great one. For example, a comedian might say, "My dog is so smart. He taught himself how to open the fridge." That little pause makes you wonder what's coming next, and the punchline becomes a fun surprise. Comedians also test their new jokes at special shows called open mics. At an open mic, anyone can sign up to perform for a few minutes. This is a safe place for comedians to see if their new jokes are funny. Sometimes a joke gets a huge laugh, and they know it's a keeper. Other times a joke might be met with silence. That's okay. It's part of the process. They learn from it. Maybe the joke needs to be rewritten, or maybe it wasn't a good idea after all. It takes courage to test new material, but it's how they build a strong and hilarious act. So why should you get involved with stand-up comedy? Watching stand-up comedy is a fantastic way to relax and have a good time. It's an evening of pure entertainment that will leave you smiling. And who knows, maybe you have a funny story to tell too. Trying stand-up comedy even just once at an open mic can be an amazing experience. It helps you build confidence and learn how to speak in front of people. It teaches you to find the humor in your own life. Whether you are in the audience or on the stage, stand-up comedy is a world of joy, laughter, and connection. Go give it a try.